If it is or if it ain't, it's gonna come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is February the 23rd, 2024, and today the topic is Wonders of Wonders. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Friday, everybody. I hope that you guys had a wonderful Thursday. Mine was just fine. Yeah, mine was good overall. It was a work day, so I went into work. Man, there's a few things that happened yesterday, some eye-opening things of that nature, but it's all good. I'm probably gonna get into some other stuff, but I achieved some of my tasks, man. We started to promote the Easter festivities that are coming up at Mountain West Church. There's gonna be 6 opportunities to celebrate Resurrection Weekend with us, man, starting on Good Friday, Saturday, the 3 events on Sunday, and even a Easter Monday event, which will actually be our anniversary on GSL, because y'all know our anniversary is April 1st. So yeah, man, that's gonna be a busy weekend coming up. If you guys want to celebrate, if you're in Georgia and you want to come to Mountain West, meet me and all that good stuff, right? Then yeah, man, check out the events coming up. They say we're 5 weeks away from Easter, so yeah, a lot of stuff in the works. But anywho, I'll probably tell y'all more about that stuff and like the details about what's going on those different days and whatnot. But just know there's some good stuff, and if you follow me on social media, then you may have already seen some of those things. But anywho, well, yesterday I got some good news and some bad news. I'm at work yesterday, and my husband sent me a message, said such and such, such, such. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, what are you talking about? So long story short, he pretty much let me know that they consider my car to be a total loss. Apparently the insurance considered my car to be a total loss. So that means that I guess they can't fix the car. I'm sitting here thinking, can't they just fix the mirror? Like, why I gotta be all that? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll keep the dents or whatever, just fix the mirror, But apparently that's too much or whatever the case may be. So I guess I'm assuming right now the Lord want me to get a new car. So I guess that's the good news. So I guess we're gonna figure all of that out and everything. But yeah, man, I was happy with my Kia Soul. It's paid off, but hey, if the Lord want to give me a new car, I'm fine with that too. It was interesting though, because so I had to go back to the place to get my to get whatever little stuff that was left in there. And well, one, I wasn't expecting it to be stripped the way it was. It was like the back of like bumper or however you call it was gone and stuff. And I was like, is this my car? Like, goodness, okay, they had kind of started taking off pieces or whatever. I'm like, man, this is crazy. When NJ saw it, he's like, what did they do? I was like, I know, right? And at some point I was just gonna get a little footage or whatever and pretty much to talk about, hey, I guess the Lord wants me to get a new car. So I had, I let NJ get out with me. I'm like, oh, I guess we're gonna say bye to the soul. And our little guy was just so emotional about it. Like he started crying. So I stopped the video because I was like, oh man, I wasn't expecting him to cry. But man, I guess he really, really feels stuff, you know what I mean? And so he was just looking at the car and just was sad and was like, oh, man, I might share it, but I might not. We'll see. That might just be in our little family vault of memories. But yeah, so that was interesting. Interesting. I ended up having a pizza night, little movie night situation with him to, I guess, hopefully lift his spirits and whatnot. And so that's what my Thursday looked like. Today, I mean, well, I'm excited because it's gonna be Mom's night out. You know what I'm saying? With the Real Housewives of Lithonia are getting together. Me and Alicia, we're gonna go and check out my homegirls play. So we're gonna go do that. I guess get dinner and things like that tonight. I might give myself the unwind experience because my mani and pity is long overdue. So I might give myself the unwind experience at some point today before I go out. I'm also supposed to record an episode of the GSL Talk Show today as well. So that's what my day looks like, at least according to my plans. But we gonna see what the Lord do and everything like that. But anywho, so wonders of wonders, right? Miracles of miracles. Those of you guys that are into theater and things of that nature, you may know that I'm quoting a song from Fiddler of or On the Roof of the Roof. Listen, I'm familiar with the play, but I'm not like familiar with the play, if that makes any sense. Like I know of the play, but I don't know the details of the play. I don't think I've read it. I don't think I've seen it or the movie, if there is a movie. I'm assuming it is. But anywho, but I know a little bit of the song. I think maybe just hearing people in the theater, talk about it or sing it or whatever. Um, I was gonna listen to it today, but I ended up just looking at the lyrics and whatnot, which were interesting as well. What led me to this today was the time that I woke up. Yep, the Lord woke me up at 2:43. And when I looked up those verses, the first one stood out to me was Acts 2 and 43. And this is what it says, friends. It says, and fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles. So I guess with that on my heart and mind, I just pretty much started to think about like, what Jesus said. He said that we would do greater works than him. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and read the verse for you. It's John 14 and 12. It says, truly, truly I say to you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I do, and greater works than these will he do, because I am going to the Father. So he says not only are we going to do what he do, but we're going to do greater than what he do. Um, and I don't know if we believe that or not. Um, I don't think we have that type of power. Well, the interesting thing is, like, with us as humans, it's like again, we either think we're God, or we don't think we are capable of the things that the Bible and God is telling us that we are capable of, right? Um, Obviously, we hear all the time about the strength and power that prayer has and things of that nature, but we look down on that. We make it our last resort sometimes, unless we're really struggling or going through something. Then we remember to pray and things of that nature. But the Bible is telling us to always pray. Um, there's just so many things that are like that, right? And I guess I just found it interesting today, just thinking about that verse, and then like what does that mean for us? Obviously I went deeper about it, read a couple of articles at gotquestions.org. Both of the articles that I put there I read and listened to in its entirety, and they both were good. They both resonated with me. I found it interesting. The second one that I put, even though I read it first, and it was the one that was called what's the difference between miracles and magic? I found that one to be interesting. One, not only because every time it said miracle, I kind of just felt like a little a little like it was like a little message for me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know my name is Miraculous, and I know that. I mean, there's other miracles out here, and things like that. But I don't know, something about it just felt special to read certain um, some of those things that was being said about miracles in particular. Um, and obviously, again, yeah, the differences between miracles and magic. was also interesting as well to kind of get that point of view. So I mean, just in case you got to go deeper about that, because again, we often get confused when we see different things, right, in action. We could be seeing magic happening, and we're thinking, "Wow, what an amazing thing!" And we equate the two, right? We equate magic and miracles to be the same. When I think that article does a beautiful way of breaking it down and pretty much letting us know that miracles are God given and God um, doing things, right? And magic is things that are either done by humans or demons. Again, that might be something you might not like to hear. You know, might be a little pulp this morning, but I mean that's something we gotta consider and whatnot when we with what we see. And so we got to be careful, getting into this miracle conversations and thinking like, oh, I do miracles because God says we have this ability. That doesn't mean you're doing anything. That means that the Lord is using you um, to do whatever He wants to do. Like I was going to try to give you guys some examples because I don't necessarily. I mean, I haven't walked on water or nothing like that. Um, but I will say I have prayed, you know what I mean? I perhaps I could say I've laid some hands, whether I've been in people's presence or not, things of that nature. Um, but I don't take those things to be like when I hear the great reports and things of that nature, I don't take those things to say like I did that. You know what I'm saying? I have to give all glory and honor to the Lord because at the end of the day, I know it ain't nobody but Him that did it. Like, because all I did was pray. You know what I'm saying? All I did was, have the faith and believe that He would make a way out of no way and things of that nature. And so, again, therein lies the difference, right? Because again, a lot of magicians or people that do magic or things of that nature, they like to bring their attention to them. And I guess that's another way to confirm, what you're dealing with and things of that nature. I came across this video. I'm pretty sure we shared it on the GSL page. I came across it yesterday. Um, and I know you guys have probably seen it before. I know I've seen things about this years ago. Have you guys seen about these? They're said to be spirits that dance in some place in Africa. That they got these, you know, grass looking things that just kind of spin around, or they got these um kind of like staff looking things that'll just stand and it looks like nothing is under them, but they're moving around and they're dancing and things like that. And somebody pretty much was calling that out yesterday, saying that those are just demons dancing. Now, again, whether you want to believe that or not, I mean, you see something there, you see it dancing, and you see ain't nothing under it. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Um, what you would consider that to be. It's either a miracle, right? Something done by the Lord, or it's either something not done by the Lord, which is probably either again by humans or demons. So anyway, I guess again, I'm just sharing those things because we got to be careful with talking about these things and feeling like we can do stuff or whatever. And then sometimes we go like Marcus Rogers say, access the spiritual realm illegally by, tapping into some of these, I guess occultic practices or whatever, Um, so just keeping that as part of the conversation as well, just to keep a reminder that, okay, even though you may be able to tap into things of the spirit, right? You may be able to lay hands on someone and they might be healed, or you may be able to pray and X, Y, and Z, but understand that that's the Lord working through you, right? And not you, right? Um, Things of that nature. Anywho, let me give you guys another verse. It's Mark 16:20. It says, and they went out and preached everywhere while the Lord worked with them and confirmed the message by accompanying signs. Um, yeah, I kind of went deeper about this thing because I know we could just sit here and just talk about, the wonders and the miracles and things like that and just focus on that part. But just in case somebody wanted to go deeper into how to really tap into allowing the Lord to work through you, right? To do these signs, wonders, miracles, right? Um, it seems to me that it's, well, obviously you have to start with belief, right? You got to believe and things of that nature. But ultimately, if you are already a believer and you want to you want the Lord to use you, right? Then it seems to me, according to this verse, um, that you need to be going out and spreading the gospel, right? When you preach and things of that nature, God will work through you to confirm the message. Again, I feel like, you know, this whole journey with the juice is, I mean, to me, it's an example of a plethora of miracles. Again, um, when I talk about the fact that when I first started out, the only business endeavor that I had was my business, Miracle Plays, and my business, the Miracle of Wine business. Those are the only two things I had established. Everything else was dreams and ideas. And y'all can go to actressmiraclesims.com right now and see what the Lord has done between April 1st, 2020 and today. Any of those endeavors, any of those partnerships, all of that stuff came after I started to be obedient and get on here and share the gospel every day. You know what I mean? Share the word of God, share what I studied in the morning. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm a living witness that, God will establish you, right? But you got to be in position, as they say. You got to be, doing things decent and in order. You got to be giving glory and honor to the Lord. I believe that the reason I'm able to come here and say what God has done in my life and doors He's opened and things of that nature is because, again, I'm giving honor and glory to the one who did it. I'm not going out here and being like, oh, I did this, I did that. The most I can say is I might have made a decision. I might have looked into some stuff. I might have, saw the open door and had conversation, things of that nature. I tell y'all the little part that I play in it, but I give glory and honor to the one who orchestrated the entire thing from before I was born. So I guess that's the juice this morning. Just understand that you are capable, especially if you're a believer. Now I'm talking to believers right now. Okay. You are capable of doing great things, right? You are capable of continuing the works that those before us started off when it comes to the apostles and the disciples, right? We're able to continue those things, but at the same time, again, keep first things first. Remember, who is in control. Remember who is in charge of all these things. Give glory and honor to the one who is doing the works again with you, for you, and through you. And I guess that's the juice, y'all. That's the juice this morning. Y'all can go deeper with all these things, plenty of verses, and y'all can read those articles and learn more about any of those things. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the Bible verse of today, and that's John 1:12. It says, "But to all who believed Him and accepted Him, He gave the right to become children of God." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Now, just a reminder, tonight we do have a new episode of the GSL Talk Show coming out at 7 p.m. It's with our guest, Mr. Jay Spillers. And he's a mediation coach and much, much more. And so I hope that you guys, or meditation, probably a little bit of both. Y'all can tune in tonight at 7 p.m. For the GSL Talk Show, or you guys can check it out at godsexandlove.com. But yeah, man, y'all have a fabulous Friday, and I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Did you know that you can support us for just 99 cents a month? That's right, friends. You can support everything that we do here at GSL for just 99 cents a month. Take a look around wherever this post is. You might see a link or maybe even a button that says support. Go there, check out the options, consider supporting us because, we enjoy bringing you all the daily inspiration as well as the weekly talk show, but we have much, much more to come. Thank you so much for the consideration. Bye-bye.